I wish my ass was slapped like that.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Kiss my ass.
No, thank you.
Oh, I got an emotional phone call from Sam Bankman-Fried. I got to go.
Where you gotta go?
Oh, I got to go get an ankle bracelet. You know what? Let me see. What did I get arrested for? Public intoxication in California, and I had to serve a day or two. Sam Friedman gets a fucking ankle bracelet, and he stole billions. How the hell is that?
What were you on?
A beer.
Oh, alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't catch me in my car at the time.
Welcome back to the Diktators, ladies
This is a
and gentlemen.
fucking... This is an outrage.
Please like the video. Please comment. And follow us on our socials. All this stuff will be linked in the bio or in the description, etc., etc.
I hope you all put money in FTX.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe.
It's an outrage.
Joey Boy.
Go get caught with an ounce of weed. See how much time you get.
Joe Rage.
Go rip off someone $15 billion and see what you get. You know what you get? You get nothing. I get an ankle bracelet. My mommy and daddy. And I can fly cross country with the ankle bracelet. I don't have to stay in New York where they arrested me. I could go to Palo Alto, where my dad and mom have my Lear jet. oh! Here's the biggest thing. We took his passport so he can't leave the country because he's a flight risk. So let me get this straight. He's a flight risk, but you let him out. You didn't even arrest him. You didn't even put him in jail. You probably didn't even fingerprint his ass. It is really sad.
They ain't taking the central booking.
They didn't do nothing.
What's wrong with them?
His mommy and daddy are professors at somewhere in California. Whatever. It's fucking disgusting. Kid, be a black man. See what happens.
It has nothing to do with color. The only color it has to do with is green.
Be a Spanish man. See what happens.
It has nothing to do with color. The only thing it has to do with, only color is green.
Be Honduran. See what happens.
Green.
Green what? Martians?
Money.
Oh, you mean the $15 billion he stole that all of a sudden nobody knows where it is? Let me ask you a question.
Everybody knows where it is.
Let me ask you
He paid off the politicians.
Let me ask you a question.
This ain't too hard to figure out.
Wait. Let me ask, where the hell can 3 people spend $15 billion in 3 years?
I could do it.
And there's no assets left over.
That's the tough part.
That's a lot of drugs.
You can't do that in drugs.
No way. $15 billion in 3 years. That's $5 billion in drugs a year.
Yeah, it's not drugs. I mean, how I would spend it, I'd be buying all sorts of properties. I'd be buying houses.
That's what they did.
I'd be buying yachts.
But you know what?
Jets, that type of shit.
According to this, the Bahamas, they do have extradition, but I'm sure there's no extradition on the money, on their properties.
You think that this guy was doing all this shit and he wasn't freaking smart enough to hide at least a good portion of the money where nobody else is going to find it or take it?
Wait a minute. What did you say? Say it again.
I said, you don't think this guy is smart enough to freaking hide at least a good portion of the money where he'll never be found by authorities?
Well, let me put it this way. FBI, CIA,
yeah.
Attorney General of New York City. You think they would have came from Washington, all these indictments, but they came from New York City. Don't ask me why.
Was that where the company was registered?
I don't even know where it's registered. But I'll tell you what. They didn't find a fucking dime. There's no money nowhere. They're like, well, we don't know where it is. It's like, really?
Well, when you're committing crimes, especially at that level, you don't think you plan ahead and realize that eventually there's going to be heat on your ass?
Yes, I do think so.
And so you don't think contingency plan, he was hiding all this shit?
You know what? I think he hid it in his girlfriend's... I think it hid it in his girlfriend's...
vagina.
Maybe her asshole. Maybe she's got a big ass.
Maybe.
That's a lot of money up one asshole, $15 billion.
One check.
And it's funny because they keep trying to report this crap. Well, it was only $1.8 billion. It's such a lie.
A, he hid most of the shit. B, paid off politicians to look the other way.
Let me put it this way.
This ain't too hard to figure out.
100 million people, rich people, invested into this company, okay? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, all right? How is it that they're trying to say, well, it was only $1.8 billion that was stolen? When it was like, there's other reports on Real News that it's almost $15 billion missing.
Yeah. What do you mean? So what's your point here?
The motherfucker
is your point that news is lying to us? Is that your point here?
You know, I'll put it to you this way. I just happened to catch this on like 4 channels today. ABC, NBC, CBN, CNBC.
Is this the last thing you watched on TV before you left the house to come here?
No, this is the first thing that pissed me off in the morning.
Because you came firing fucking full cannons today.
Well, they're all.
You're stuttering. You can't even get your thoughts out anymore.
They're not saying it's embezzlement. They're not saying it's a Ponzi scheme. They're not saying it's a pyramid scheme. They're saying it was a misunderstanding and the money got misappropriated.
All right, how about we go rob a bank and say it was just a misunderstanding?
Right,
the money got misappropriated out of the bank's hands and into my hands.
Yeah, I what I did is I took the money from my corporation that was in, I don't know if it was England, Britain, or in the U.S., FTX, I have no idea, and transferred it into a company, another corporation, into the Bahamas. I was like, I don't even know how the hell it got there.
How did somebody else getting ripped off give you
emotional damage?
Because I'm pissed because if you're white, black, green, blue, get caught with a joint somewhere where it's illegal.
It's not a color issue. This is
you get arrested and you get time.
Listen, let me.
This guy ain't even in fucking jail.
Let me learn you something.
Oh, geez, here.
In this world, world,
we got a world.
Color doesn't fucking matter. What matters is your socioeconomic status, money status. That's the only thing that matters. Color really doesn't fucking matter. Color is used to keep the little people, the lower income people, fighting amongst each other, so that way they don't realize they're being fucked by the top, and to fight back. Because if everybody collectively fought back at the top would not be the top anymore.
Why are we looking at the ceiling here?
Because that's where they are.
That's the top?
It's the top.
Wow, we're fucking on the ground.
Color does not fucking matter. Do you think when a black billionaire and a white billionaire in a room together chopping it up, shooting the shit, you think color or race matters whatsoever to them? Or they talk about how to get fucking money, how to build businesses, that type of shit.
You said they
don't give a fuck that the other person is the same color as them.
They're chopping up.
They're chopping it up. We're not drugs. I wasn't making a drug reference.
Oh, I thought you said
your mind is all mushed.
Hey, this guy's 25, 30. His girlfriend's 25, 30. All the people that work for him are 25, 30, and nobody's getting charged.
Of course, it's about money, Joe.
Someone's getting paid.
If he stole, say, $100,000 and not billions.
$100,000?
Hypothetically, if somebody did a similar thing that he did and only $100,000 went missing, not billions.
They'd be in jail.
They'd had the fucking book thrown at him because it's not enough money to fucking go around and grease the wheels and to fucking pay people off. Billions of dollars will fucking buy you some protection. Why do you think Epstein was never really, really charged?
Who?
Epstein.
The rapist?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got life in jail supposedly, but that.
What do you mean? He supposedly committed suicide. They took him out.
Epstein, that guy.
Yeah, who do you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about Weinstein, the other one.
Oh, no, that's different. No, he's probably in a country club. He's probably not even in a jail right now, to be honest with you.
I know.
He's probably in some fucking island in the south of France or some bullshit. He's hanging out with Roman Polanski, probably.
Roman Polanski and Bill Clinton.
Well, Bill Clinton isn't a wanted on technically having outstanding warrants. He should, but he doesn't.
No, but I did hear on South Park that he put a goddamn cigar in a girl's pussy.
South Park is not a fucking news source, Joe.
It is too. You should hear the shit they got away with.
South Park is not a news source.
It should be because it's just as good as our real news.
You know what? You have a point there. That is a fair point.
I mean, the news on South Park or the whole South Park skits are just as good as the real news they give here. It's all bullshit.
That is a fair point.
At least South Park points out the bullshit that the news is given here.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. The guy ripped off billions of dollars and he's out on bond or bail. He should not be out on anything. I don't care who the hell he is.
I agree.
Oh, I know. Money.
I agree on principle. You are 100% correct, and I 100% agree with you. In reality, money talks, bullshit walks.
That's taken 11 minutes, 35 seconds to get that out of you.
Well, you even...
That's right.
I 100% agree with you on principle. There's a... Excuse me.
Oh, pardon him.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that should be in jail for the shit they did.
Oh, yeah, like...
politicians,
Snoop Dogg,
bureaucrats. You should be in jail.
Fucking Ice-T.
I'm talking about people higher than them. I'm talking about our politicians, most of them.
I don't know if Ice-T... Which one is the one...
Fauci.
What a thief he is.
Most of the governors in this country for the shit they did.
It is amazing that we pay these people our tax dollars and they're screwing us on our tax dollars.
That really chaps my ass. That you're literally paying somebody to fuck with you, to fuck you over.
Right. And these people,
but you're forced to pay him at gunpoint.
Pretty much. Yeah, you can't. IRS come and seize everything you got. That's the same thing with
and throw you in jail.
What was that guy in Utah got shot like in the 1980s?
Are you talking about Ruby Ridge?
Ruby Ridge.
Wasn't that Oregon, maybe?
Yeah, it was Oregon. Somewhere.
Okay.
That was close.
I think it might have been Oregon.
It was Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, they came and shot his dog, shot at his wife, killed his wife or his kid,
and then he shot our wife and kid.
And he shot back, and they're like, "Well, you're shooting at FBI agents." It's like, what? You killed my dog and your wife because I don't want to subside to your bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, that goes back to like the bombing in Oklahoma. Goes back to Texas.
That was different.
The Texas thing. Well,
Waco.
Waco, Texas.
No, that was different than Timothy McVeigh.
Timothy McVeigh was get back at the people that killed people in Texas. That's what that was about.
I understand that, but
I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
but that's what happened.
There was a lot of innocent people that got pulled into that weren't the people that did the Waco shit.
Right into the Diktators. Diktators. Ryan Joe. Anytime, make sure you write like, and then tell us the truth. It's like
the damn video, please.
That's right. The goddamn government is screwing you, and you guys are enjoying it. I mean, wake up. Open your eyes before your asshole's so big, and they're shoving that cock right up there, and the next thing you know what's going to happen to you? You're going to like it.
Without lube.
Without lube. You're going to be
There is no lube involved in this situation.
So they're going to give you somebody with a pencil dick and work you up. So that brings us to our next thing about girls wearing dog necklaces that like to wear butt plugs to work. What's going on with that? I can't help myself. I would like to meet a couple of these women that like getting it in the ass. I sure hope they're in the 100 to 130 pound range, good looking, working out, and just say, hit me, hit me, hit me. I mean, I have never seen this necklace crap on anyone. I'd love to see it. Tell me all about it. Oh, he's stunned. What's the name of the girl?
You're talking about an anal flag. You're talking about a choker.
Yeah.
Girls that wear chokers.
I haven't seen one in
really?
years. Yeah.
So you know the problem is...
Yeah, now I know my problem. I live in an old age home.
And you don't like go out and about too much. The only place you go to is a liquor store.
Well, I try to get home before they start up the roadblocks.
I'm talking about in general, like going shopping or whatever. You don't go to the store. You don't go to Walmart. You don't go to Target.
Well, no, I'm not going.
You're not out and about in society. You're not going to the gym. You're not going to places anymore.
So you're saying to say, oh, if I'm not driving into Adam and Eve or one of those sexual stores and stuff, I'm not out and about, so I can't find the girl with the necklace. Do you know what you find in all those places?
No, I'm talking in general. You don't see society anymore. All you see is a bunch of old people walking by your front door and whoever works at the liquor store.
And they're picking
and a bunch of alcoholics that you're shopping near.
And they're picking up dog crap as they walk by the house every day.
That is fucking gross.
I tell you, it's like, I don't even know why they have a dog.
What do you don't understand why people have dogs?
Probably to keep company.
Yes.
Have a girlfriend.
Dog's much easier than a girlfriend.
No, so the girlfriend poops in a bowl at least. Unless you got a well-trained cat. I seen it on Ridiculousness.
How much more stress and problems does a girlfriend cause in life than a dog? Did a dog ever get your house raided, Joe?
It was a redhead.
Yeah, exactly.
It was Irish, but it wasn't an Irish setter. It was an Irish woman. You
see my point? A dog is much easier than a woman.
Yeah, I do see your point. You know, you got a point there. And it's like, plus, like a story you told us before, it's like the dog has a big tongue.
Again, that wasn't consensual.
And it could surprise you. And we're going to move on.
Oh, I was surprised.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I was surprised.
You were like, if I'm doing you here and I got you up here, who the hell's behind me doing from there?
Listen, when you're in bed with a chick and she's in front of you, you do not expect something wet to all of a sudden be on your asshole.
That is amazing.
That was definitely a fucking shock.
especially when you're pumping her, right? And she's moving to the headboard and shit. And every time you come back, the tongue hits you again.
No, I ain't fucking continue this situation.
And then all of a sudden, he feels paws on his back legs as he's doing her doggy style.
She pushed the dog away.
Sure, she did. That's a good story. I like that.
Because I jumped and I yelped.
Yelped. He yelped like the.
I did. That's what I.
And then he told his girlfriend there, you should take some lessons from your dog. She's doing really good here. Let me put it to you this way: if that dog can get you to yelp, maybe you should have turned her around and let her do you from behind.
What I was worried about is her saying to me that I should take lessons from the dog.
That's what she said to you?
That's what I was worried about.
Well, yeah, the next thing you know, she says, that dog does me in my vagina all the time.
You know, there are sick girls out there that put peanut butter in their pussies and have their dogs eat it out.
You know, I remember when I was a kid seeing a movie called Willard. And that's how the rats, they had, I guess they were.
Willard?
Yeah, Willard. It was a guy that loved rats, and he had hundreds of them, and when he told...
His name is Splinter?
No, this is like 1970 or something. So when he told the rats to type, the thing was they put peanut butter on the people.
Yeah.
So it made, and these were, I guess they were tamed rats, and they would lick the peanut butter so it looked like they're eating them.
You know, there is like a torture/murder method where they'll tie somebody down and then cover them with peanut butter or other things and then unleash rats on them, and the rats will actually eat a human alive.
Yes. Well, to be honest, and I hate to bring this up, like in Vietnam and stuff, they used to keep the guys in water, in a cage in the water.
Like in a tub or something type of thing?
No, they'd be in a pit.
But it'd be filled with water.
Be filled with water, and they would be tied to, like, neck high, and the rats would come and fucking eat on their heads, like you're saying, just like that, and attack them and kill them.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah, they were sick people. I mean, I remember talking to a Vietnam vet, you know, he's like, it was a Green Beret, and this is going back like 1978, whatever. And he told me, he's like, and this is the reason why a lot of the vets don't talk about stories, because they're really...
Well, people that haven't been through it won't understand it.
They were telling me, like, they were killing Americans, and what they did was they were cutting their heads off and stuffing their genitals in their mouths and shit and leaving them on sticks on the side of the road. Of course, the way the news is, they don't want to tell you any of this stuff. They don't want to tell you anything bad. They want to tell you everything good.
What are you talking about? The news is nothing but negative.
Now it is.
It's always been like that.
Why do you think all the vets in Vietnam, it was like everybody was protesting stop the war? It's like, it's the government doing the war, not the people over there they sent over there. Because back then in Vietnam and World War II, you had to enlist.
Well, there was a draft.
I mean, there was a draft
for Vietnam, yeah.
Right. So you were stuck. It wasn't like, hey, I volunteered to go get killed. That's why a lot of people went to Canada. That's why Muhammad Ali went to jail.
Yeah.
He says, I ain't going there.
Yeah.
You know, and they stripped him of his titles and stuff, which is all bullshit too. They should never did any of that stuff. But, you know, the point I'm trying to make is that how the people disrespected all the vets. It's like, hey, they didn't want to go there. You know, today they passed a new law in Afghanistan where women and children only could go to school up to 6th grade. After that, you can't go.
That's actually, I like that law.
Well, yeah, you know what? I do like that law. Maybe to learn how to cook.
No, I think that should be the case. Think about it.
Oh, geez. Here we go.
Our education system is so fucked. You really genuinely don't actually learn anything of substance past 5th, 6th grade.
The only people that learn are the people that get higher education.
There are various, if you want to be a doctor or an engineer.
Or, you know, yeah. I mean, in that
But in general, you don't learn shit in high school.
Well, you ain't learning shit in college anymore either.
That too.
You know, I'm standing there with a penis, and they're like, are you they, them, or who? I'm like, well, what can I be today? In fact, they even passed a law, or the courts shut down someone in Massachusetts, Connecticut, I'm not sure which state, where the girls are racing against guys.
What? Oh, you mean like college sports?
Right.
Like track and field?
Right. And anybody that says anything, like any women, actually women with vaginas, say something, they get shot down or kicked out of school or all these things. And it's like, come on. I mean, even as big as you are, you could probably outrun a woman.
I gotta say.
Especially if it's a redhead chasing you.
If I ever get sent to prison, I'm going to identify as a female.
Me too. The next time I go, it's like, that's the first thing I'm going to say. It's like, I'm them. I got a vagina.
I'm she, her.
Yeah.
I'm she, her.
Take my... You know what I wonder, though?
You don't even have to say you have that body part. I mean,
you know what?
You just have to say, I feel like I'm a woman.
You know what? Maybe we can
sing that Shania Twain song. I feel like a woman. Maybe
we can get you on that club show. You take... How the hell you go to the bathroom? If you tape your balls and your penis up to your asshole, how the hell you go to the bathroom?
I guess you just go in your pants. I don't know. What's the other option?
I guess wear diapers.
Yeah. What's the other option?
I don't know.
What's another option? I can't think of one. You have to pee in your pants. Or you have to undo the duct tape every fucking time and re-duct tape.
If you go to the Paul drag race, call Ryan, let him know what you do when you tape your balls and your penis up to your asshole.
Yeah, I kind of want to know. Like,
we want to know, how do you pee?
Do you unduct tape it every time and then re-duct tape it every time you pee? That's a fucking pain. I mean, duct taping your dick and your balls is pretty fucking extreme to begin with, so anything's on the table, I suppose.
Well, how the hell is a man? Because men have bigger hands. Men have bigger feet. How the hell they fit their goddamn feet in a goddamn high heel?
I mean, they do make big high heel because there are some big bitches out there.
There are some big bitches.
There's some big Bertha bitches. Some fucking Amazonian princesses.
God bless them. That's a bunch of bullshit.
What's the biggest chick you ever hooked up with?
Never.
That wasn't the fucking question. It wasn't the fucking question.
You asked me what's the biggest chick I ever hooked up with.
I said, what is the biggest chick you ever hooked up with? The answer...
120 pounder?
One of the possible answers is not never.
It's a yellowfin.
Yellowfin. When you go out and hunt chicks, do you like classify them in like fishing groups? That's a striper. That's a walleye. That's a fucking flounder. There's a salmon over there in the corner.
I have never hooked up with a woman as big as a bluefin. Okay. No, most of my women is like I had a.
What's the biggest?
Probably 120 pounder.
Oh come on! You never hooked up with a 130 pounder?
I got to do a lot of thinking.
Say a chick's 5'8", 5'9", 130 pounds. That's pretty good shape. That's good shape.
It is possible. I mean, it is possible. I mean, it's
a 5'8" chick that's 130 pounds. That's pretty good shape.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Anything over that? Nothing happened. I'm not one of those Navy people.
What does that mean?
Or Army people.
What does that mean?
Or Marine people. Whoever fucks the biggest chick will pay for the bill.
Oh, you challenge your buddies or whatever. You have a contest with your buddies.
Who can get the biggest bitch in bed?
I had one buddy. He said back when he was in college, what he used to do is him and a few buddies, when they were having like a slow weekend or whatever the case is, he says they would have a pig party.
Listen, I'm not going to mention no names, but I know from a reliable source in the Navy that he scored big and broke the bed. Wait. Yeah, you got to be big to break a bed.
I broke the bed once, but it wasn't because the chick, she was average size. It wasn't because she was big. It was because I'm a fucking stud. I was fucking pounding that puss.
Yeah, what they didn't screw the bed together.
I was pounding that puss.
You were probably on a goddamn, what do they call those things? One of those bags with all the beads in it.
A beanbag chair?
Yeah, you were probably doing it on
it was a regular fucking bed.
Yeah, they got that new pod thing. You should get one of them.
Have you ever had a pig party?
A pig party?
Yeah.
I don't like hanging out with people. What can I tell you?
Have you ever in your life had a pig party?
What's that? Inviting all the fat girls you can find?
Yeah, that's what my buddy used to do this in college with his buddies.
I was never home.
They used to freaking invite a bunch of freaking fat bitches over, and they used to fuck the shit out of them.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those, what do they call?
Pig party.
No, what do they call those things? Those affiliates where you all get one house, all the guys or all the girls.
Frat or a sorority?
Yeah, whatever that is, yeah. Who the hell wants to do that? Who wants a fat...
He wasn't in a frat. It was just like his college friends. Wow.
Who the hell wants fat women at 22? Are you?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Are you serious? It's like, especially.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Now, if you were as big as you were right now at 20, I can see you wanting a pig party.
What?
Hey, you brought it up, not me.
But
for me, I
was
was
uncalled for.
For me, it's like I'm one of those studs there that doing all these advertisements for Macy's, with open shirt.
Hold on a second. Let's back this up. Let's back this fucking bus up.
Tommy John or whatever it's called. What's that called? The underwear where the guys walking around.
I think it's Tommy John.
Yeah, walking around like that.
Let's back this up.
It's like
let's back this up.
And I'm looking that good. Why in the world would I want a woman that was twice my size?
Did you get paid to be in a fucking magazine ad?
How could I breathe if she was on top of me?
What?
Whoa, we got. Oh, there's a third.
Do you suffer from a mental illness?
The mental illness is really good, though. You got to really understand women to be with. Did you ever ask a woman when's the first time she ever had her period?
No.
Did you ever ask her how old she was?
No.
Me neither.
I would ask girls how old they are now when I was hooking up with them. Just make sure that there's no shenanigans going on.
Well, you ever ask them like when's the first time you ever got laid?
When she lost her virginity.
You ever ask her? Yeah. Or how's this one? How many guys have you done?
Oh, what's your body count?
And you're like, 1. You're my second guy.
Well, I think it might have been Chris Rock or somebody like that.
You're my second dude.
Said there's like a 7-dick curve. Something like that. What you got to do is you got to take the number that they give you and multiply it by like 3.
Oh, this is
and then add 5.
I just saw that on
On what?
South Park.
What'd they say?
What you do, you take
is this your new favorite show?
Length.
Yeah.
Times diameter.
Yeah.
From the shaft or the balls, and you divide it. And then it comes out to where it was funny because at South Park, what they were doing,
you measure from the base or from the balls?
That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. It's like, well, the base is right fucking above the ball, so I don't know how you can add the balls in unless you're stretching them down below. But the funniest thing,
what do you mean? No, the balls is like you're measuring from underneath. The base is like you're measuring on the top.
Right. That's where I always measured mine from. Anyway, point being, only because I'm a carpenter.
Handy with a tape measure.
Hey, above average. Anyway, listen.
How do we think that you learned how to read the tape?
So here we are. So here we are with Carmen. Okay, it is funny. Yeah, the school.
Cartman.
Whatever his name is. Give me a break. Fucking listen to the story.
Details matter.
This is a detail on a penis.
You would know a lot about that. Go on.
Yeah, because I happen to have one hooked up to me somehow.
That's gay.
In the front.
That's gay.
Yeah. So
you touch dick every day, don't you?
Well, I got nothing else to do. So they put
that's gay.
So they post the school post.
I just peed my pants.
Everybody, how much they grew over the year. Like an inch. Height wise.
Oh, I thought you were talking about dick wise.
That's what Cartman thought it was.
Yeah.
And he went and started a whole protest and he measured every guy's penis at the school and then posted it, and then he got in trouble.
How did he measure all their dicks? You get it hard?
With a tape measure.
Hard or soft did he measure?
Well, the funniest thing is like his came out to like 1.2, so he was like the smallest penis in the school. So that was the part of the joke. Yeah. But it was so funny because
go about getting everybody to comply.
Oh, because they're all looking at the chart and it's like, this is wrong. My penis is bigger than that, smaller than that. Like, you know what? We're going to recount the penis counts here. It was some of the shit they do is just really, really funny.
I'm gay.
I bet you they are gay, the writers. They probably are. They do a lot of gay shit.
Trey Parker and I don't know, I forgot the other guy's name.
Who knows? But it's like, hey, it's been on for 30 years, 40 years already.
It's not 40 years.
It's been on. It took over. It took over from Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead was 1990.
Yeah, mid 90s, early 90s, something like that.
Oh, definitely early 90s. It came on. So they've been on for 30 some years already. In that ballpark, around 30.
Do you know how to do some math?
Meth?
Math.
Yeah, I put it in a pipe and smoke it.
If they started, say, I don't know, I think it's been in the 2000s they started. Say they started in the late 90s.
What?
Say they started in the late 90s. How long ago was the late 90s?
Late 90s was 98, 97.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
25 years.
Okay.
Wow, this is like a test.
Yeah, well, you said 30.
Is this like a vagina test? No, by then we were smoking it. They didn't snort it anymore.
You smoked pussy?
That's a good one. I like that. I mean, hey, all I can tell anybody gets arrested, just tell them you're a girl when you're a guy, so you can go to and get some girl pregnant, and then the state will pay for her to have the baby.
What
else you got?
What's the first hardcore drug you ever did? Aside from weed. Not weed.
Probably cocaine. Cocaine's a dangerous drug.
Really? Tell us about it.
Well,
not cocaine, your first experience.
Who can remember the first experience? You shake a little on the pussy and your tongue gets numb.
That's how you did your first bit of cocaine, eating a girl out?
Yeah, why not?
Or are you just making this up? I feel like you're making this up. I feel like you're just making up some stupid shit.
Because all the girls are going to call him like, let this dude shake some fucking cocaine on my pussy.
I don't think they want you near them. Maybe a freaking 85-year-old Bertha.
To be honest and truthful, it's like even if you can absorb cocaine, meth, all these drugs right through your fingers and hands and get just as high.
That's why they say you shouldn't touch fentanyl.
Do you know that you can get smashed or killed? I seen this on Fear Factor. We're talking 20, 30 years ago. I saw this crap. Where if you do an enema, this is on regular TV, so don't go on.
Well, Fear Factor was on regular TV.
So where the guy used straight vodka up his ass and killed himself because supposedly
straight vodka.
Yeah, vodka is an enema instead of
saline or whatever they use.
Right.
Or vinegar.
Right. Because you get totally wasted.
Oh, you do your blood vessels in your asshole. You do absorb shit into your system a lot faster.
Automatically. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can kill yourself too.
So he had alcohol poisoning from doing a vodka enema.
I don't know what brand it was.
Imagine the conversations at the funeral. Oh, so how did Billy die over here? How'd your husband die? He shoved a bunch of vodka up his ass.
Yeah. I turned him upside down and put a half gallon up there.
That is one hell of a way to go. I gotta say, that is unique.
You put the gallon up there and it stays there, and then you say, all right, open your mouth, and every time you open the mouth, it goes, close your mouth, boop, 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 boop.
This is like this. He probably got the idea from how you spike a watermelon.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You know how to spike a watermelon, right?
No idea. Never done one.
Spiking a watermelon?
What, put vodka in it?
Yeah, you cut the top open, and then you just take a bottle. I mean, you might put some other stuff in it too, but say you take vodka, you just take the bottle, and you just let it sit upside down, and eventually absorbs into the watermelon.
This sounds like something you did in college.
I mean, I've gone to a party, you ever do Jello shots?
Off a woman's pussy?
Have you ever had a meal that didn't involve pussy? Have you ever drank anything without pussy?
Well,
Have you ever done anything in life that didn't involve pussy somehow?
Well, that's the worst thing about life. It involves pussy all the time. I mean, where else can you go in life and be happy if you're not having some pussy? But then again, there's a lot of variables where the pussy causes a lot of trouble.
A lot.
Not just trouble, it causes financial trouble.
I mean, it could also cause legal trouble. You've been there, done that.
Oh, it doesn't only cause legal trouble. It's like you're getting phone calls here. It's like,
you've had your fucking house raided.
Hello, is Diane there? Who's this? Oh, this is her boyfriend. It's like, gee, I thought I was her boyfriend for the last 15 years. Where the fuck you come from? All right, well, tell her I'll give her a call back when she answers the phone. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, those are friends. They're just calling. It's like, calling.
Real question is, did you relay the message?
Yeah, I did relay the message. I was trying to get rid of her probably by then. I was like, geez. It's like, hey, if he's calling you, go with him.
How long did you date her?
25 years. 25 awful years.
Are you shitting me? And not at one point you said, you know what?
Yeah, it could have been 20, but...
Not at one point did you say, you know what? I need a new bitch.
Yeah, when I was homeless in the street, yeah.
That's when it dawned on you. Okay, you had to get that far?
Yeah, because she had a place to live, and it's like, so what about me? He's like, well, you can't stay over here.
So she ran your life into the ground. You let her run your life into the ground.
That's Diane DeLapp.
You're in the ground now, and then she somehow stays on her feet.
Yep.
How the fuck does that work?
I know.
That must have really chapped you. That was the cherry on top.
I was chapped in my ass then.
And then, when you're homeless, you have a lot of time in your hands to think about this shit.
Oh, you think of it even worse? Then when I got back to New Jersey, she's calling me from California saying, I'm homeless, and I'm sending her $50 a week. Yeah, don't even ask me why. All right? I don't want to know.
How much brain damage do you fucking have from drugs?
It's got to be a lot. It's a lot of redheads
This is America's worst love
there's
story.
not a lot of redheads out there that are really good in sex.
Is that...
Listen, all you guys, the story is true. Most of them are fucking the kinkiest women out there.
Sex gets boring after a while with the same girl.
You ain't lying unless you spice it up.
What did you do to spice it up with her?
She took it every way you could.
That 20 years later, you're still fucking horned up for her.
No.
19 years later.
No, in fact, she called like in 2016 or 17, and I just... my mom answered the phone. My mom hates her, and
don't blame her.
He's not here. Remember I told you she wanted me to pick her up from the airport.
I know.
She wanted me to, she's lived with some other dude for the last 7 years. She wants me to pick her up at the airport and drive her up to fucking New Hampshire.
Are you sure she wasn't putting something in her pussy to get you addicted?
It had to be those fucking pink pussy lips.
I have never met somebody.
You know what? Did you ever see The Perfect Pussy?
Yes.
It's addicting. You know what I should do? I should start going to one of those sex club things. Not the sex club.
Trainee bar?
Yeah, I'm going to go to ShopRite, the trainee bar. Look for the girl with the cucumber.
And the Adam's apple. They're in the produce section.
You know what? I used to tell my mom as a joke, it's like, you know what? Maybe I should go gay. I've been fucked by the women all the time.
Is it gay to pick out cucumbers?
I don't know. Usually a salad goes with lettuce, tomato, and cucumbers. I don't understand the question.
Because they're like dicks.
So is a fucking banana. That's more like a dick.
Is that gay too?
I don't.
I had a buddy once that had like a banana dick.
I think you had a... And he showed
But
you...
it wasn't like an up one. It was like a sideways one.
I could say, I could imagine, but I'm not going to use that term. I'm going to say, I bet you were in the gym and with all the boys taking showers, you guys were slapping each other on the ass like, good job, good game.
I never did that.
You liar.
I went home to shower. Went home to shower.
Liar.
I went home to shower.
Are you physically demented?
Have you not been retained overnight in a jail-like environment?
Retained. You mean held
held against your will?
Held against my will?
Have you been held against your will?
Yes, I have.
And did you shower?
Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is...
Do they not have communal showers?
Yes. They make a big thing about it when you're...
How'd that work
all of a
out
sudden,
for
all
you?
these people in jail is like they're the righteous...
Drop the soap down
They're the
here.
righteous people in the world. Well, usually the best time to take a shower when you're in prison, in jail, whatever, is like at, midnight. Well, prison, you got your own cell usually. It's like 1, 2. I was in a community thing, whatever it was called. Anyway, you just wait till like everybody does their showers and like you get up at 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning and take your shower then. That's the easiest way because everybody's sleeping. Well, not really.
What time do they tuck you in?
They never do. They leave the lights on like this the whole time.
The's no bedtime?
Yeah.
I thought there was like a lights out time.
If you're a newbie, you're on this top deck because that's where the light is. You want to be on row 1 or row 2. You don't want to be the third guy up because that's where the lights are.
How many fucking decks are there?
Well, usually, like we were in pod.
4?
They call them pods. There'd be like 1, 2, 3. There's like 4 giant pods in one little area, which was like A, B, C. And there's probably like, who knows, fucking 60, 80 guys in one pod. Or at least 60, 45 in that ballpark in each pod. So there's 4 pods, A, B, C, D, in one area.
Well, like each pod is a big room?
Giant
and
room.
the size of like a gymnasium or something like that?
No, the gymnasium
Smaller?
size is where you go to eat. When you get out.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, understand how big it is.
You know how big this
physically.
building is right here? From the front to the back here?
Yeah.
That's the size of a pod.
And how wide? Like, is it like a square?
It's wide enough to run 2 rows of bunks. And
And have a walkway in the middle?
that's it, one little walkway.
So say maybe 20 feet wide, maybe.
What's 20 feet wide? Oh,
The
yeah.
width of the room.
No, probably like 12, whatever.
Oh, so it's
6 feet,
fairly tight.
6 feet, 6 feet, 2
Like
feet in the
3
middle,
foot.
14 foot. Runs down, and you got fucking 3 toilets, 2 showers, and that's it. No privacy, no nothing.
How'd you scratch your balls?
Well, there was a rule: you're not allowed to fart. You got to shower every day.
Did they feed you beans?
How
How was the food?
Here's the funniest
Did
part.
you Yelp? Did you give a Yelp review?
Yelp. Yeah. Let me get on my Yelp phone. Here's the
Do
funniest.
you even know what Yelp is?
No, but here's the funniest part about all that crap. It's like they make so many rules while they're in jail and prison, and total respect. I mean, we had
You mean
like
code of conduct type of rules, you mean?
right. So we had
Amongst yourselves, amongst
just
the inmates.
in one pod there was blacks, Spanish, and whites.
Mm-hmm.
First thing they ask you is, you joining up with the white brotherhood, the white Aryan
Nation or whatever they call it.
and you're like,
I'm
I'm
here
just
by
doing my
myself.
time. I want to get out of here. Well, if you get into a fight, we're going to let them beat your ass. So you have a choice. So what's the choice? The choice is, well, you join us, and if there's a fight, you better get your ass in there, and and vice versa. Because if there's a fight and you're not one of us, then we're going to let them beat your ass.
You're on your own.
Right. And then I remember I was getting along with this one Spanish guy really good.
Aryan Brotherhood, I think they call it.
Yeah. And then I was getting along with this one Spanish guy,
Yeah.
and they're really good.
Yeah.
Big dude, about your size,
Yeah.
and stuff. And we got along really good. And I was told, it's like, you can't talk to him anymore. I was like, what? I was like, what do I do? It's like, he's one of them. It's like, who's one of them? Who what? He's with the Mexican.
Latin Kings or something.
Yeah,
whoever.
he's with the Mexican club. I'm like, what the hell has that got to do? Don't let me see you talking to a black guy. See you talking to any of the Spanish guys. And it's like, and it's all I went by. I was like, they told me I can't talk to you anymore. It's like, so they isolate you into the white group, Spanish group, black group.
Yeah.
Or what they do.
Segregation.
Or what they do to themselves. Like if you do not listen to the white ones or the black ones or the Spanish ones, they'll beat your ass themselves.
Yeah.
Teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, now what are you
Beat
going to
you into compliance.
Right, and then they say, so you're going to join now?
Like the government. They beat you into compliance.
And what they do is when they're beating you, they got the cameras and the guards, but the guards are on the tower over there, and they all gather around the windows so you can't see it when they're beating your ass.
Run cover.
And then when they come in, it's like, what happened to him? It's like, I think he fell in the shower.
Yeah, he tripped.
And that's what they say.
Yeah.
So you got no choice. How about you? How many times you been in that big prison pen?
I've never been.
Well, you know what? Fucking you own crypto at FTX, so it's like I can understand that. They ain't giving them nothing. You're going to get away scot-free with all those billions you earned.
What the fuck are you even rambling about right now?
FTX, Sam Bankman.
What does that have to do with me?
Freed.
What does that have to do with me?
Freed. Because you own that crap.
You know, isn't it kind of ironic? It's
Ironic.
Probably not even.
Isn't that a big word for you?
It's probably not even his real last name. Freed. Think about it.
You know what? You're probably right.
And Bankman, come on, that's a fucking fake ass name.
Well, how's this? When the story first,
I bet you this thing.
I don't know how we got. I don't know how we got.
I bet you this whole thing is a ruse. I bet you this sounds like a Hollywood movie. Could you make up a character that runs a fucking crypto investment company and swindles money out of people, this, that, and the other?
It was a mistake.
And you make up the name Sam, Uncle Sam, Bankman, Bank, Freed. Come on. Well, this is fucking.
Wait. All the news outlets except
this is the most made up name I've ever heard.
Their first name was Sam Bankman. They didn't even have Freed for 3 weeks.
This sounds very fishy, Joe. Just his name alone.
Yeah. Free Sam Bankman.
And Sam, Uncle Sam, he paid off all the politicians. Come on. This might be all fucking fictitious, made up bullshit that they're pushing down our throats.
Nothing's going to happen to this dude. I mean,
maybe
I told you
this
earlier,
whole thing is made up.
I just told you earlier in the conversation that nothing happened to his girlfriend and his vice.
She hot?
No, she's ugly as hell.
How could you be a billionaire and have an ugly bitch? How does that work?
She's like one of those. I don't know what her body looks like. She's got the big. She's got.
If
the
you were a billionaire,
glasses.
you could get some hot girls.
You ain't fucking lying. I'd have fucking 2-3 on every arm.
That's the only way you're getting them.
I mean, I was like, I need more of those yellow pills and blue pills. Let's go.
How much would you fuck?
When? If I was his age?
No, if you're a billionaire.
At my age?
Yeah.
You know what? Sex isn't that important.
That's all you talk about.
I'm reminiscing about the old days.
Why?
That's all I got left in life.
So if you had a hot girl here that wanted to fuck you, you wouldn't fuck her?
Yes, I would. Which part are we missing?
You just said that you don't really care about fucking. But now you said if there's a girl here.
That's a literal statement.
Which one is literal?
Which one did I say?
You said, what the fuck? What is going on here now? This guy is fucking running a hotline over here or something. Is that a hot bitch that you want to bang? Answer it. Put it on speaker.
What do you got? We're on live. Go ahead. Tell me what you got.
Yeah. Do you remember if I gave you a fire extinguisher? That little can?
Are you on drugs?
This guy's taking fucking phone calls.
Fire extinguisher. I didn't give you guys any of that?
No. And you're live on our video now.
Oh, all right. I gotta go. Bye.
Wait. What happened to my money?
I don't want to talk to the insulters. What?
All right. See you later, dictator.
Bye.
Why are you taking phone calls about fire extinguishers while we're doing a podcast?
You know what? This goes back to the vagina question. I got to put the shit out with a fire extinguisher. Put a little freeze on it, baby.
Oh, you mean you fuck her that hard?
Yeah.
I think that what the real case is that anytime you're around, pussy dries up, so then you get friction burns and it starts a fire.
Well, let's get the waitress in here. Anyway. Hey, here's your buddy. He's all fucking soft.
Do you ever... I wonder why.
So what's going on in your life? Tell me a story.
All right, you want to hear a story? I'll tell you a story.
Yeah, pull up one of the cars. What's with the...
I'll tell you a story. I got you.
Let me ask you a question. You know, wait. I asked you this earlier, and we never finished it.
Stop it. Get some help.
We never finished this conversation.
What conversation?
It's like, where do you meet these girls with butt plugs when they're working?
Oh, I mean,
Is that like a girl at a cashier job at ShopRite
possible?
or Walmart?
Yeah, it's possible.
So let me ask you a true question. So say they don't wear this.
No. Hold on. I think you're conflating a lot of things.
Conflating?
I know that's a big word, but conflating means you're like mixing together things that shouldn't be mixed together.
Should I be looking for a wet spot on her ass?
No. When a girl wears a choker, that means she likes anal.
Okay.
They call it an anal flag, or it's a freak flag. She's kind of advertising, or she likes to be choked, like she wants to be.
So she's advertising to who?
Kind of,
everybody.
Sort of. Guys that she wants to have it done by.
So
she wants to.
So is she a cashier at fucking Walgreens?
I've seen cashiers wearing them. Yes, I have.
Have you asked them?
Have I asked them what? Do you like anal?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because that's fucking wildly inappropriate.
How is it inappropriate if she's wearing a choker?
Have you ever asked a random person out in public, hey, do you like anal?
Well, you're saying they're wearing this flag thing, like saying on their back.
No,
like,
it's just a choker. It's not an actual flag.
It's like wearing a shirt. Fuck me in the ass. It's like, and you ask them, do you want to get fucked in the ass? It's like, how is that inappropriate?
So, you're conflating. When a girl wears a choker around her neck, that means she likes to either get fucked in the ass or she likes to get choked during sex.
All right.
That's what that means. Now, the butt plug situation is a little different. So,
wait a minute. So the butt plug is totally a different situation from a girl that wants to get fucked in the ass.
No, I mean, it can be the same girl, but it doesn't... Just because a girl is wearing a choker doesn't mean she has a butt plug in.
So
there's not a connection between those two.
If you see a girl...
There's possible she could have a butt plug in.
If you see a girl at the cashier, that's a cashier, and she's got a little thing, switch in her hand going... turning up the vibrations like, yeah.
Maybe that's why we get such shitty service at Walmart.
I forgot what I'm talking about. Now I got all
yeah.
What were we talking about?
Girls go out nowadays and they put butt plugs in and they wear them throughout the day.
What age are these girls that do this?
I would say anywhere from like 18 to 40, 45. Maybe 50.
So if I went
50.
up to Rutgers,
Yeah.
wore a collar around my neck,
Yeah.
and hold a sign and say the signs are all around you.
No, the collar is for the girl.
Oh, so what do you got to do? Wear fucking a hat?
If
in
you
your
wear
ass?
a collar, it means you're a liberal.
That means you take
Where's
it
your
any way
collar?
you can.
Where's your collar?
I ain't got a collar. I wear gold, baby.
Where?
I don't know. Where is it?
Where were you going? So if you go to the university and hold up a sign, where were you going with that?
Signs all around you.
What does that mean?
Hopefully one of the girls is like, yeah, I like to get fucked.
You mean that's your way of picking girls up?
I saw it on a commercial.
You watch way too much TV.
I tried to watch Pornhub the other day and they shut me down.
That's because you Google searched it. You didn't actually go to the Pornhub website.
This is your fault. My computer doesn't work.
This is your fault because you don't listen to instructions.
It lasted-
I told you how to find the porn.
It lasted
You
three-
didn't fucking listen to
It
me.
lasted 3 fucking days.
Because you went to a different fucking website. You didn't go to Pornhub.
God.
You went to another website where I told you most porn sites in general are fucking packed with viruses.
Why can't I just find a horny chick that's fucking in the neighborhood?
That's Tinder.
So if I put Tinder to Grinder,
No, you have to get the app on your phone.
so if I ain't got no app for my fucking computer, so I guess I ain't got Tinder, huh?
We could put Tinder on your phone.
What about the thing? Tinder is a regular
Dating app.
regular dating app.
I don't know about regular. That's questionable, but it's a dating app.
So do you put it? You like butt plugs?
You can ask girls that, yes.
No, you're asking you. Do you write that down? Do you put down your kinky?
In my profile?
Yeah.
Do I write that I like butt plugs?
No, we're gonna strike that one. How about you put down your kinky, like kinky sex?
No.
Do you put down you'll do anything?
No.
Well, how the hell you get laid? No, you don't. That's it.
You can't say that outright to girls and get laid.
Why not?
Have you ever been in a bar and go up to a girl, hey, babe, I'm kinky. I like to use butt plugs on girls. And then freaking end up banging that chick?
I think that happened twice.
No. You're full of shit.
I met a chick said she wants me to pretend I'm a rapist.
No. Have you approached the girl and said wild shit like that? Not has she said it. Have you said it to the girl?
No, but I've had two
Exactly
or three.
my point. I've had a few freaky girls that I've been like talking to, and then they start telling me freaky shit they're into. Yes, but I have never successfully
In the bedroom.
even at the bar.
Oh, I already got them home already.
I mean, at the bar while you're freaking talking to them.
Well, I don't waste time like you're doing. I already got them home.
What do you mean? You don't use any language at all? You just like, what are you, a caveman? I see girl. I walk up girl. I grab girl. Club over head, over her shoulder. Back to cave we go.
Fucking, that's pretty much it was in the 80s.
Did I just like eloquently break down your whole pickup game?
Fucking,
Is that your sex life in the 80s?
sex life was really simple back then.
My name Joe. That cute girl. Me like cute girl. Bum, bum, bum. Walk over.
It was really
Club girl.
It was really simple.
over-
It was like if a girl danced with you, usually you were going home with her in like 15, 20 minutes.
Or you're sitting back at the table with her boyfriend.
That has happened too. That's a weird situation. Then she
How
says,
much-
"I'll meet you back here in another day." It's like, yeah, whatever.
How did you hook up with girls
When?
in the 80s?
Dancing.
As ugly as you were,
I had a hard body. I had abs.
you might have been skinny, but
I
you
probably
weren't,
I
ripped.
probably weighed 150 pounds.
You might have been skinny, but you weren't ripped.
Oh, I was ripped.
You didn't have a lot of muscle.
Yeah, I did. Still got the same muscle I had then.
That's flab.
You know what it might have been?
What might it have been?
When they put their hand down my crotch, says, I'm going home with them. It's bigger than a normal penis. In fact, I've been told by a lot of girls, like, for a short guy, you got an awful large penis.
When you dancing with girls, you ever have girls grabbing your dick on the dance floor that you just met?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, the attractive girls that are attracted to you, it's like I always did eye contact, and it's like, there. A lot of times, there are other times when there was no eye contact. You just walked up to them and stuff. And it's like hit them up, and then they're dancing by themselves half the time. The ones that hit you with the eye contact are horny girls that want to go home with you. Boom, end of story. Dance a couple times, buy them a drink, and you're gone. Sold the Corvette, must have money.
Little do they know.
And they're like, "What about my girlfriends?" It's like, "I'll have you back before they close."
Is that what you did? You didn't even let them spend the night?
Most of the time, yeah.
You really?
Yeah.
You just took them home, banged them, brought them back at the club, dropped them off, and then went back home?
No, I went back to the club, see somebody else.
See if you could find number 2 for the night?
Yeah.
What's your maximum girls you've hooked up with in a 24-hour period?
Probably. Honestly, I think 2, but it could have been 3.
Okay. It's believable.
I mean, because a lot of double times.
I did 2 once, but I almost had the 3rd, but it fucking fell through.
Yeah.
I was going for the 3rd. The 3 is impressive.
I did have a couple when it's like, "Hey, you got to go."
2, we all get 2. You all get, a little freaking things pop off the right way a little bit here and there. 2 is doable. 3 is like you're fucking making moves. Like you're making things happen with
there
3.
was a couple times I do remember, like, hey, you did the girl and everything, and it's like, and you wake up and all of a sudden you're late for work and you got to go to work, and I ain't got time to take you home. All right, and you basically kick them out. I have
that
done
happened
it.
to me once when I was at her house.
I have done it the other way where I've left them in the house and then I start to worry that
they're robbing you.
Yes.
Have you ever?
But so what happens is when I
have never done
listen,
that.
So I owned a con. I didn't own a con. I was renting a con, and so I'm there. I come home. I kick them out a couple times. This happened 2 or 3 times, and then there's like people that were your age, or rather my age now, that lived at the condos. There was no young people. Everybody was like 50, 60, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's sitting in the pool.
Yeah.
With her clothes, regular clothes on, still pocketbook here, and she's
in the pool or just by the pool?
No, she's sitting by the pool and one of the lawn chairs there in Houston, and she's sitting there all day. And when I pull in, there's a couple of the old couples that have their condos come up. It's like, "Do you know this girl?" Because we went up and talked to her, and she says she knows you, and that she's waiting for you to come home from work. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me! She's still fucking here.
Was her name Diane?
I have no. Diane had her own place. That's why I thought she was a good catch at the time. She had her place. She had a job. She was assistant manager at Rock Springs in Houston, Texas. And, next thing I know, right after that, then it's like fucking, she just quit everything. It's like, and sucked off
Yeah,
me.
because she found out she had a sucker.
Thank you I really appreciate you making me feel good. What else you got on your cards?
That's what I'm here for.
This is the Diktators. Give us a call. You want to get laid? Call Joe. You got to be at least 30 and good looking.
Minimum 30?
And that ball. I
You wouldn't bang a 20-year-old?
You know what? If she was fucking when she was 12 years old, I'd say, yeah, 20-year-olds is okay because then they're not experienced. They don't have no clue how to satisfy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So you've been fucking 20-year-olds lately?
Not lately, but I have.
Not lately. When's the last time you fucked a 20-year-old? About 20 years ago.
No.
Give or take 15.
Maybe 3-4 years ago.
And she was hot.
Fairly, yeah.
And
she was attractive.
And
she wasn't like a model, but she was attractive.
It doesn't matter if she's attractive. Was she good in bed is the question I'm asking.
It doesn't matter what a girl can't be good or in bed necessarily. They could just be not bad. They can't be good, though.
Oh, yeah, like they do this one. Defile me.
That's bad. So a girl could be not bad, but they can't be good in bed.
Yes, they can be bad.
Yes. They can be bad.
In my day and age, you know what we called them?
Fish.
A dead fuck.
Yes. No, I agree. Girls can be bad in bed, but they can't be good in bed. They could be not bad, but they can't be good.
And you know what the worst part is? Those dead fucks, you took them back to the bar.
You probably don't understand a word I just fucking said.
Didn't even listen to you. So,
you were just waiting for the noise to stop.
So I could give you an answer.
Out of his mouth so that way you can continue to bullshit in your head.
No, so what happens is you go back to the club you were at, drop them off there, and you're still in the club, with your friends, that you hang out with at the club, the usual, whatever. And next thing you hear through the grapevine is like, she says she's your girlfriend.
That night?
Or she's looking for you.
You hear that night?
That night, the next day, and you're like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to go to another club. And in Houston at the time, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4 clubs within like 5-mile radius off Westheimer down in Houston.
What does this have to do with whether a girl is a good fuck or a bad fuck?
Well, because if she's a bad fuck, usually they spread rumors that, you're my boyfriend now. And then they hunt you down. What they're
That's
doing?
some high school bullshit.
No. What they're doing? They're cock blocking you.
They're trying to mark their territory.
Yeah, they're spraying pee all over the place.
That still has nothing to do with whether a girl is bad in bed or not bad.
Everybody that has sex runs into a bad dude, and I mean a guy that really sucks in bed. Like the girls say,
No, guys can be good in bed.
Wait, girls usually say a guy sucks in bed. Yeah, he lasted 2 minutes and we were done.
A guy could be good in bed.
How can he be good? He got to make it last a little more than 2 minutes.
No, they could be bad too.
Bad what?
In bed.
How?
A guy?
Yeah.
How can he be bad in bed? He doesn't know how to fuck. He doesn't know how to stick his dick into the pussy.
Into where the pussy? Don't spit on the microphone. I just paid for these.
I got fucking little spit guard things.
Yeah, spit guard my ass. You should put that on your penis.
I'm not spit guarding your ass.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
So a person that's a man,
Yeah.
well, we're talking probably boys because a lot of women like that, they suck. A lot of a lot of young men are just, the girls say like, hey, when they're 16, 17, 18, it's like you're just looking to drop a nut and go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You never had a girl that you wanted to get rid of real quick?
Yeah, I've had fucking girls I want to get rid of quick.
So you had sex with her for an hour or two?
What?
That's what I'm saying. You probably made it last only a couple minutes.
The fuck are you talking about?
Jeez, who the hell knows? I don't even know why I'm on TV.
Nut.
What? Good.
Nut.
What?
Nut.
I got 2 left still, so at least I'm all right.
Where are you going with this? You have no fucking clue, do you?
I have
none. You have no clue.
I have no clue what we're even talking about. I'm totally fucking
We're
confused.
talking about how a guy could be good or bad in bed, but a girl can't be good in bed, but she could be not bad or bad as well. I just confused the living shit out of you, didn't I? You have no idea what I just said.
Yeah. Because I was always really good. And then
I'm not talking about you. I'm just making generalities about males and females. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying you specifically.
Yeah,
I'm talking about in general.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of girls that say they've had dead fucks from dudes.
Yeah, I agree. There are guys that are bad in bed. Yes, there are. But there are guys that are good in bed. Girls aren't good in bed. Girl can't be good in bed.
Why not?
What does she do to be good?
Fakes an orgasm.
I don't give a fuck if she freaking fakes an orgasm or not. It has nothing to do with my nut.
Follows the worm.
Listen, if the sex is I'm talking about the sex itself. If the sex is good or not is dependent upon the man.
Yeah,
mostly.
Yeah, I agree.
80% of it is whether the man does a good job or not.
Right. Now, making the girl happy is the most important thing when you're having
girls
sex.
Can't really be good in bed. They could just not suck. Or they could suck really well.
I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of that can suck the fucking chrome off a goddamn fucking fire hydrant.
I haven't had that happen. I've had decent head. I haven't had like mind-blowing head. Pun intended.
Well, maybe you should shave yourself a little better and then maybe you can get fucking deep throater.
Things are in order down there. Don't you fucking worry about
that. Oh, I'm not worried about nothing.
Do not fetter.
You know what I like to see?
What would you like to see? A midget banging a pig in the ass with a carrot?
No, you just grab that girl by her ears and choke her.
You ever bang a girl with pigtails? AKA handlebars?
Probably Diane.
Yeah?
Yeah, why? You haven't done that?
Wondering.
Yeah, you haven't done that?
I don't think so.
All right, let's wrap this up. We got the Diktators.
DIKTATORS.
What happened to the A?
You said TA.
Oh, did I? Tits. That's tits and ass.
DNA, baby.
Tits, ass, Diktators. Stop touching me with your foot. Anyway, you give us a call. Any of you horny girls out there?
There's no calling going on. We're not giving our phone numbers out. DM us. Follow us.
Like us.
Like the damn video.
We get popular. You can call us.
We'll remember you.
That's right.
And check all of our socials down in the description, wherever the hell
TikTok.
you're watching or listening to this.
Twitter. What's that other one?
Yet. Instagram.
YouTube.
And also check out my socials. I'm SOUPEDTONUTS, SOUPEDTONUTS.
If you need a tune-up, he'll give you one.
It's like car-related, kind of car comedy type of shit.
Yeah, it's like a vagina thing. You know, if your vagina needs a tune-up, he'll hook you up.
If you have need a vagina tune-up, DM us and ask for Joe.
You don't know how to come? I'll teach you. Girls. Not girl guys.
Let's not get in that topic.
Oh, I'm going to put a fucking rope around your neck.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm sure he does too.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
I want a ho ho ho.
He's looking for a ho ho for Christmas.
If you are a ho ho ho, hit us up.
Yeah, he's on that. What's that tune? Grinders?
I'm not on Grindr.
Oh, what is it on?
What is what on?
What's the girl site you're on for
Tinder.
dating? Tinder.
Tinder.
Look him up on Tinders. Tinders.
Tinder.
He's gonna shut me down.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So if you girls want to get lucky, hook him up on Tinder. You'll find him. Check out the gay haircut. He's on it all the time.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He's even got a pig on his shirt. He'll take anything that's big. He's looking for big women. Good night. Have a great Christmas.
And to all a good evening.
It is what it is. Are you delirious?
Why are you gay?
Only part-time.